This is an alert from the Storm Tracker 59 Winter Weather Desk.
Icy conditions this morning brought power outages and downed trees to many, and we're not quite done just yet. Welcome back to 59 News. I'm meteorologist Mike Slifer. The winter weather desk is activated as we head into the lunchtime hour on your Thursday. Here's a picture that was sent in to us this morning on the Raleigh and Mercer County line on US 19. You'll notice a tree was brought down. The issue that we faced this morning was ice building up on trees and power lines, and then we saw gusty conditions making some of those issues worse. Now, wind gusts have died down quite a bit, but we are still dealing with quite a bit of ice outside. Here's some totals from the National Weather Service, and some of these numbers are going to get bumped up further. We saw almost between 1/4 of an inch and 1/2 inch of ice build up in Stanford and Raleigh County, and then we saw quite a few places reporting about 1/4 inch of ice building up on those tree limbs and on the power lines. Dunmore at about a little over 1/10 of an inch, Daniels right at 1/10 of an inch. So some pretty impressive numbers out there. We saw some even more impressive numbers to our south in parts of Virginia near the North Carolina line. Very impressive to see this much ice build up this time of year. Of course, not good for a lot of people. Still important to have a plan if you end up losing power, since we're not quite done with this just yet. Over the last 6 hours, we've been watching warmer air move in. You can see that very clearly here. I'm going to let this loop again. Here's all of that warm air pushing in and helping to melt a lot of our snow, and we're even dealing with just a little bit of dry air. But through the mountains, we've still got that wintry precipitation falling, a mix of sleet and freezing rain and snow, bringing the chance for more icy conditions, more slick roadways, and maybe even a little bit more ice accumulation. If we zoom in closer here on the Storm Tracker 59 HD Dual Live Doppler radar, we've been watching Giles County, Virginia closely. We've seen a transition from rain to freezing rain and sleet to snow and back, and we're back towards the snow right now. But generally, what's been happening is as this moves in and moves north closer to parts of Monroe and Greenbrier County, it has warmed up just a little bit. So we're still dealing with a lot of rain, and even once we start to melt things and some of the ice begins to melt, we will still have wet conditions out there. Temperatures drop back overnight tonight, and then we deal with more icy conditions. Plus, we see the chance for some snow to move in later on tonight. Later today, icy roads and ice-covered power lines will be the biggest threats. Our confidence remains quite high. And then tonight we transition to thinking about snow. I don't think we'll see a lot of snow here across the two Virginias, but by the time we get to the morning hours tomorrow, a lot of us could pick up about 1 to 2 inches. Most of Tazewell County, parts of the coal fields up through Beckley, including Hinton and into Lewisburg and the Greenbrier Valley. And then on the western facing peaks, we could see 2 to 4, maybe even 5 inches in some spots. I would not be surprised if we woke up tomorrow morning and got a snow report in Pocahontas County of about 5 inches, especially near Snowshoe. So it looks like the morning commute tomorrow is also going to be slick. Make sure you give yourself plenty of extra time on the roadways today and tomorrow morning. Predictor still shows that mixing taking place through the Greenbrier Valley and the mountains before we transition to snow and once we get later into the day. We dry things out pretty quickly tomorrow, though. That is what is going to help alleviate some of our issues, is that we finally can move in some drier air. It's going to be chilly tomorrow afternoon, but at least we will bring the drier and calmer conditions back. Our next chance for rain comes as we get later into the weekend. This weak wave of energy passes through on Monday and might bring a couple of showers here or there, but we are looking at a much nicer weekend, a warmer weekend as temperatures approach 50 degrees. Sunshine is on the way, and minus the chance for just a couple of showers early next week, we are going to see much nicer conditions take hold across the two Virginias. Katie, we still need to remain weather aware for the rest of today, but things are starting to improve, and then this weekend we will all be able to breathe a big sigh of relief.